It. Good morning, YouTube land. It's your host, Solo Dolo today, Jay Seals, because my man T Hobbs thinks he's got COVID. I hope you don't have COVID, bro, because that'll fucking blow. Pretty sure I got COVID or something. I'll be in chat. My voice is shot and I'm running a fever today. Yeah, I hope you don't have COVID because my fucking wife had COVID and that shit was no fun. Had her ass barricaded in the room for a week, right? It was rough too. Oh, and the pills. There's something called COVID mouth now, where like the pills they give you apparently like they taste horrible and they like linger in your mouth and shit. I don't know, shit's gross, but feel better. Hope it's not COVID because COVID's trash. I don't give a fuck. I'll say the C word all over YouTube's. But good morning, everybody. Happy Earnings Tuesday. There's some big players reporting in the after the market closes today, so we'll look at that. We'll also go over the pre-market plan, and we'll be going. What else are we gonna do? Oh, and we'll look at the news as well and see what news we have going on today that could affect the markets. But before I get into all that, I'm just gonna go ahead and read the chat because Hobbs always gets on me for being behind. So Makai says, hope you feel better, man. Good morning, folks. Good morning, Makai. Hope you're having a good morning. Hobbs says, wifey just told me the babysitter's boyfriend just got over COVID, so I got the test. We'll see. Oh shit. Did you come into contact with the babysitter's boyfriend? Because if that's the case, then yeah. Might be. All right, so let's just hop right into this pre-market plan. It is 9:02. I'll go over NQ first, and then I will go over ES. I'm going to be trading ES today. I'm going to go back to ES. I don't know. I'm back and forth. We had the argument yesterday, but I'm back and forth. My son did, so yeah, there's that. You know what's crazy is that my daughter's been in contact with COVID now like 3 times. She even drank after my wife when we both had COVID, and she never got it. I think COVID babies are just immune to COVID, but I don't know. This is my thought. Oh, they're a carrier? That's funny. Maybe. Oh damn. Yeah, that's nuts. I don't know shit. But Micaiah says who won the argument? Nobody won the argument because yeah, nobody won the argument. Nobody won. Hobbs will say he won, but I don't think either one of us won. There's no winning in arguments. There's never any winning in arguments. So yeah, I don't know. They're carriers. Okay, yeah, maybe. I don't know the science. You're a fucking doctor. You know better than I do. Fucks with old folks like me and all my disabilities don't help. Justin won. Yeah, says the guy. Yeah, I don't think I won. I don't think I won or lost. I don't think there's any winning between which instrument's better between ES or NQ, because honestly, I mean it's whichever one you feel like you want to trade at the end of the day. There's really no winning in that argument. So yeah, I will default to say I didn't win. LOL, just trying to instigate some shit. Yeah, I'm sure you are. He's not here though, and he's hurting. So the keyboard warrior over there, it's gonna be a little bit harder for him to argue points, which is why he just conceded. But anyway, all right, let's get to this pre-market plan. All right, so we had this nice 1 hour supply zone / consolidation, right? Like the 1 hour is really like up here, but I like this whole consolidation that we got. I can actually move this up like a peg, but I like this whole consolidation that we got. And then yesterday we came into this area and we ended up rejecting. We didn't get a sell-off overnight, and we're in this nice little mini uptrend. And right now we're consolidating actually up here, which is very bullish to start the day off. So my plan for NQ is if we continue to consolidate and build value up here and we break through this supply zone, then I think we can move quickly up into 1504 to 50, right? This 4 hour supply zone. But if we end up rejecting the supply zone, then I think we'll come back down this 45-minute area, and that's where I want to see hold. I really don't have any zones in between here. Maybe if you wanted to, you could kind of draw like this little trend line right here. Maybe make it more look like this. There you go. And you can just kind of watch this overall trend. If you come back, maybe look for it to hold. But Um, this consolidation right here is very bullish. We're also consolidating above VWAP and holding VWAP every single touch. So right now, I'm more bullish than bearish on this. But if we break this, then we could come back down here and test these lows at 606. So that's what I'd be looking for on that one. We also have that key level from May 31st, that key low, which we got below. We bounced straight back, and then you can see it acted as resistance, and then it acted as support. So could be another area where we want to bounce. And then yesterday, remember, we bounced at the low of day. So this could be another area. Pretty much yesterday's low of day and the overnight low are pretty much the same. So something to look at here. Makai said there's a 5-minute head and shoulders on NQ, but the neckline is at VWAP, so pretty hard support there. I smell a trap. Yeah, it's tough because in the 1 hour we're just consolidating. So I wouldn't want to trade in this. One thing you could do, we were back testing last night. You could go ahead and put a line up here at the overnight high, and then I don't know. There's not really a good consolidation line for the low because we broke down here. So maybe just where we're consolidating here, and then you could just say, okay, if we break above this overnight high, then I'll look to long the market on a retest because a lot of people are probably going to look to get long right here. So that could also be a nice area to try to short the market as well. So there's a lot going on with NQ. But this consolidation, I wouldn't be trading in this range until we actually make a decisive move out of here, either to the upside or the downside. But on ES, it's a little different. On ES, we had this downtrend line that we kind of briefly talked about yesterday that held 3 times. So 1, 2, 3 for support. We got underneath it. It held 3 more times to the downside, and then a 4th time yesterday. And then overnight, we broke above it, retested it, and it held. So this is going to be an interesting line to just kind of keep our eyes on today on if you're trading ES. We do have, I believe this was a 30-minute, I just didn't mark it, but a 30-minute supply zone on ES right here. And it coincides with yesterday's high. Same thing with NQ. Oops, what the fuck did I just do? Same thing with NQ, yesterday's highs in supply. So we've got that to watch. And then, so I'll look for a reject here. One thing that's kind of interesting and one thing I've kind of been watching lately is the way ES and NQ move, right? So ES and NQ, they obviously move together, but depending on if they're in supply or demand, sometimes one will react or they'll react to each other's supply and demand zones. Like yesterday, we had 4-hour demand down here. I didn't have this demand zone. It just had a low, but we still bounced, right? So one thing that I'm watching today is if we get bullish in the morning, I want to see if this 30-minute supply zone and this 4-hour supply zone coincide with each other. And that could potentially give us a high quality short if they're both in supply at the same time. Because right now, ES isn't in supply and NQ is. So another thing to watch, but to the downside, I'm pretty much just watching this 4-hour at 42.1950 to the downside. I have some other little support areas right here that I may look to take trades off of, but they're not as high quality. I'm just kind of watching them because we had some wicks here. So I'm watching 42.53 to 42.50, and then down here at 42.35 to 42.30. So those are kind of the areas I'm watching on the day. Other than that, I don't really have anything else as far as the charts go. We can pop over and look at the news real fast and see what we've got today on the news. So let me pull that up, and let me pull up Earning Whisperer so we can look at the earning calendar. Earnings Whisper. Here you are. All right. All right. Oops. I don't know. All right, cool. All right, so over here on Earnings Whisperer, we've got today after close, we have Microsoft and Google both reporting. So those are going to be two really, really big earnings that we have to watch out for. So watching Microsoft and Google today to see whether they're going to be bullish or bearish, that's going to be super important. We've got Meta reporting today or tomorrow after close. We got Amazon on Thursday. And actually, I like watching Chipotle. A lot of people probably don't care about Chipotle, but Chipotle normally kills their earnings. And if you haven't been to Chipotle lately, they're expensive as hell. So watching Chipotle is going to be crazy. And then gas or oil reports on Friday. So Exxon, Chevron, those are probably going to be big earnings to watch as well, because if oil skyrockets or they have really good earnings, that could be really, really bad for the market. So those report before open. So those are going to be two stocks just to kind of keep our eye on. Could end up tanking the market, honestly. And I think that they're going to report really, really well. So we'll see what happens. Makai says Head and Shoulders is playing out, and good morning, Escape the Matrix. Yeah, I'll check it out in a second. I'll check it out in 1 second. Then the other thing that we have is we've got, where is it? 9:45. We have Flash Manufacturing PMI and Flash Services PMI. So I expect those two things to bring a little bit of volatility into the market early. So just something else that we're going to want to watch out for at 9:45. There's also Richmond Manufacturing Index at 10. I don't think that's going to do anything to the market that I know of. But yeah, that's about it. And then apparently Australia has CPI at night. So I don't know. Maybe if you play the overnight session, this might bring some volatility at 8:30. But I don't really pay attention to the other news. So that is the pre-market plan. Let's go back and let's look at these charts. Let me put these down. Oops. Let's go ahead and let's check out the charts. Let's go to NQ. And let's go to. You said on the 5 minute we had inverse Head and Shoulders. Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I feel like VWAP is just trying to act as support. Every time we come down to VWAP, we keep bouncing off of it. I think if we can break down below this trend line, I think that it'll be a good shot for bears. But as long as I think we're just consolidating. Like, I think at the end of the day, we're just seeing this consolidation. So, regular Head and Shoulders. Sorry, I always do that. Okay, regular Head and Shoulders. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you want to say like this is the head, or this is the shoulder, this is the head, this is the other shoulder right here. I mean, I can see it. I can see like the change that we're having. I mean, I think the biggest thing is that we haven't been able to break this high right here, right? Like as long as price can't break above 42 or 14,824 ish area, as long as we stay below here, then I think it'll be good for bears. So, but yeah. I do that all the time with inverse, not inverse. I got you. Bad Moxie, good morning. Hope you feel better soon, Hobbs. Yeah, feel better, Hobbs. Don't have COVID because that should suck. That should be horrible. But yeah, I think if you want to be bearish and you want to see the continuation, this is going to be the key low to break. This key low at 744.25 ish area, somewhere in here. This is where you're going to want to see us break for any continuation of the downside. As long as we're above here, then I just think we're in consolidation until we can break above this swing high right here. I mean, this is kind of like on a smaller time frame. This would be my make it or break it level because we're just consolidating right here. I'm trying to look back and see. Yeah. This would pretty much be my level. Let's check on VIX. I haven't charted VIX in a little minute. Let's see what's going on here. Let me change this. Oh man. Solid black. And all right, cool. All right, so it looks like we have a 4-hour demand on the VIX. I think this is what Hobbs was looking at yesterday on the VIX. You got this demand zone right here. Let me go back into settings. This fucking crosshair is gonna kill me. Make it this color and a line. All right, cool. All right, yeah. So we got this 4-hour demand right here. Shit. Let me put the adjacent up. All right, there we go. Oh no, maybe I gotta take it off. It always kills me with VIX and be adjacent. All right, cool. All right, yeah. So we have this 4-hour demand zone right here. So if we can get a bounce off this 4-hour demand, then we should be bearish on the day. So this is pretty much, I think, the best level to really watch is this 4-hour. What the? You guys see that? No, I swear I hate this chart. I'm gonna take this off, but it looks like we have resistance up at 21. So 21 is the highest that we got so far. So it seems like we're kind of just in a range, but we're making higher lows and lower highs on this way back up, on this push back up. So the market, that's why the market's been coming down. So let's see if we can get a bounce here. I'm watching on like the 5-minute. Let's kind of check into it. You got, yeah, you just drew the wicks. That's the only difference. I just don't have the wicks drawn. That's all. But yeah, we're playing around this area. Maybe go to a 15-minute chart. It might be a little bit better. I hate when the candles look like this. But on this uptrend, we've come back down into this area. So we'll see what happens. I mean, this is in demand while NQ's in supply. So, I mean, that could be another high quality reason to take the market short. As far as NQ goes, and then ES is trying to sell off too this morning. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We got about 15 minutes or so before the market opens. Let's put a poll in the chat. And let's see if everybody's bullish and bearish. What's up, Pop Twice, Jayhawk? Oh, that's funny. I don't think he's playing Spider-Man. I think he's really down for the count. Yeah, he's in here. No, I think he's legit down for the count. All right, I'm gonna do a poll. Are we bullish or bearish at open? All right, are we bullish or bearish at open? Bullish or bearish? Well, you gotta fucking vote. And make sure y'all like the stream. Well, I watch YouTube while I drive all the time, so yeah. Be a fucking anomaly and do what people don't do, which is watch fucking YouTube. I watch it while I drive. I watch that and TikTok. My wife wants to kill me every time I'm in the car. She's like, "Wow, watch the road." I'm like, "Nah, I know what I'm doing. I haven't gotten to an accident yet." No, that's where you're wrong. That is where you're completely wrong. See, I have something else that goes against me. But anyway, yeah, that shit don't matter. Trust when I tell you that shit does not matter. But let's see. So are we bullish or are we bearish at open? I can't even vote. I want to vote, but I can't even vote. And if you're new to the stream, make sure you like the stream, y'all. Don't like the stream, share the stream on Twitter. You can follow us in the description. I have them both linked at the Trader Shop, at Seals the Gains. All you gotta do is click on it, and it'll take you straight to X, and you can follow us from there. No work needed. That way you don't gotta sit here and try to type it into X if you got an X account. But yeah, it looks like my vote. I think we sell off at open. I think we sell off at open, honestly. I think with NQ being in supply and us failing to go any higher, with the VIX being in demand and starting to push up, I think at open we retrace, but I think we're going to retrace only to find buyers at some level. But I don't know. We're poking our head, we're poking our head out of trend a little bit as far as this downtrend line goes. But I don't know. I'm kind of looking at this higher time frame now, and this could potentially be a head and shoulders on a higher time frame as well. Actually, looking at this, if this rejects, I mean, look at it. We got the. Let me grab my brush. Take this off. We got the shoulder here, a head here, and a shoulder. So maybe we have an inverse head and shoulders. Oh, it's weird looking at this from. I'm over here looking at the stream and it's delayed. But yeah, maybe an inverse head and shoulders here. We have a lower low here, and we make a lower low here, and this continues. Maybe this breaks like this area. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities that could be, but just looking at this, if we break below here, it's gonna be hard for bears or for bulls. Like, this was such aggressive selling that came into the market right here that, I mean, bulls are gonna want to defend this level and keep these bears underwater. So I don't know. This is gonna be a very interesting day, just because of the fact that. I feel like it's one of those make it or break it days for the market, especially looking at NQ and NQ being so close to this low back from May. Like, if bulls can't hold this low in May, we're coming down lower. That's really important for bulls to hold. On ES, okay, oops. The high yesterday on ES was 42.8075. Well, it's either the high or the low of the week. It's either one. So it's not always the high. It's either the high or the low. So the other problem with today that I didn't really mention, but thanks for kind of springing this in my mind pop, is that we're opening up in yesterday's range, right? Like, we're opening up smack dab in the middle of yesterday, right? So we put in the high and we put in the low, and on ES at least we're opening up between the high and the low. So today, like, price is gonna have to make a decision. Are we going to break out? Are we going to break down? Or are we just going to stay consolidatorial or we're going to say in consolidation in this range? But on ES or on NQ is more close to the high of the range compared to ES. So that's why I say, like, if ES can break up out of this range to the upside, then I think ES will also follow to the upside. The question is going to be is ES going to be up here while NQ is up here? Because if that's the case, then I think that ES can reject and NQ can reject at the same time, just at different supply zones. So that's kind of what I'm looking at on the day, of them being in two different places on the chart, but being in two supply zones at the same time. I think that could be a possibility. Well, no. I mean, technically, we put in a lower high, and then we moved up in the overnight session, but we haven't put in that higher high yet. So we put in, we basically did a fake out to the downside from the overnight low, put in a new low, put in a new lower high, but overnight we were unable to break the previous high. So that's also kind of bearish too when you think about it, because overnight we couldn't come up and break this. We didn't even get near it, and on NQ we got near it, but we still haven't broken above it either. So yeah, I mean, this is Bulls have a job to do today. They got a job to put pressure on these Bears. So we'll see what happens. But real fast, Makai says, so on NQ 1 hour I seen inverse head and shoulders, but it doesn't, but it hasn't put in the right shoulder, which is what I think we'll do at open. Yeah, very possible, because we came down here and made this low, and then we made this head down here. I guess I would have personally liked to see this downtrend continue and stop down here and be kind of swift. Instead, we kind of came back up here. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I guess for me, the only thing that would concern me a little bit is the fact that Bulls try to push us back up, and if they fail here, then it'll be hard for me to view this as an inverse head and shoulders, because of the fact that once we come back down here, I guess we'll just have to see, like, do we stop here and come back up? Like, I don't know. It's gonna be very hard for me to view it that way. But I mean, yeah, it could be. Makai says, I'm probably taking profits on this 5-minute head and shoulders at ESVWAP. Are you? Oh, you're short? Or I get stopped out? Out. Yeah, but I mean, all an inverse head and shoulders really is just, or head and shoulders. It's just, it signifies the end of the trend, right? So, like, when you think about it, when you think about it, if you grab this pen tool, when we come up, we're coming up. We make a high, we make a higher high, and then we just make a lower high, and that creates our inverse head and shoulders. I mean, if you took away this part of it, of the first part of making the higher high, or the initial high, then it's just, I mean, it's literally just a lower high that gets put in. I mean, that's really the only difference. It's just the lower high. So, yeah. But an inverse head and shoulders, I think, is one of the best ways to see the end of a trend, because you can kind of just identify it a little bit better. Like, I think it's an easier picture for most people to read than putting in the high and then putting in a lower high and then going. I think sometimes it's a little bit harder. It doesn't happen, of course, but I don't know. For just reliability's sake, I think the inverse head and shoulders has been much more reliable, at least for me personally, spotting that real time. So let's see. We are 2 minutes away from market opion. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see the tape, or do you guys want to see the chart? I'm trading ES today, so I don't have my NQ road dog with me, since he's got COVID. We're gonna call COVID like CVD for COVID. But I can put up whatever, and then also, well, I can only put up one thing. So if you guys want to see the charts, I'll keep the charts. If you guys want to see bookmap, then I'll throw on bookmap. And then all right, I'll throw a bookmap. And then for stream, I'll leave the charts. I'll leave the charts up, but I'll be going back and forth between ES and NQ as much as possible. Let me set myself up though on this. I'm gonna be looking at the 5-minute and the 1 minute. That's not 5 minutes. 15. All right. Yep. There we go. I'll throw a bookmap in a second. Go back to the 1 minute here on NQ. And the 5 minute here. Yeah, we will see. All right. Ding, 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 ding. School is in session, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Hop City shared NQ Bookmap on Discord. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, school is in session, and yeah, we're starting out bullish. So if you voted bullish, then good job. Good fucking job. We got a lot of liquidity below us on ES though, but it looks like we're trying to push. So let me get Bookmap situated for y'all. Change Bookmap. All right, there's Bookmap. All right, so we are pushing. We're pushing right into this supply zone on ES or on NQ again, and looks like NQ is trying to leave the motherfucking station. Oh yeah, we're getting real bullish. We're getting a really nice bullish push into the overnight highs. So really, I want to see what we do here, right? And same thing with NQ. I want to see what we do at these highs up here, because this is where all the selling started, right? So if we fail here, it's not going to be a good day for NQ or ES. So let's see what we do here. NQ is already getting a rejection. ES is already getting a rejection. We had a ton of buying up at the top here at NQ. Over 825 lots hit the ask, and then we got rejected. So definitely interesting. I want to see if bulls are able to push us any higher, with the context that we know we're in supply over on NQ, and then VIX looks like it's just kind of not doing shit right now. Like to see if we want a downside move, we want to see VIX start to push up as well. I'm sure 808 would break, and you're already at break even. Nice, let's go, Makai. Yeah, I like that short. Definitely not seeing a ton of buying up here at the high on ES. Not seeing a ton of buying right now. I think there's a lot of trap traders here at these highs. Ton of trap longs. But I would love to see the reaction of selling and the CVD. We're seeing a ton of selling. Let me go to Bookmap so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Bookmap. All right, cool. So on Bookmap, there's 963 buyers up here, right? We want to see if these buyers want to get rewarded. We gotta see them push. We saw a shit ton of selling right here, and you can see on the CVD how we were coming down, but we were coming up on Bookmap. So it looks like even though the selling was aggressive, the buying was even more aggressive to keep us up. So somebody was buying up all this selling that happened, and now we're coming back up. So see what happens. Just gonna be patient. Not gonna rush anything on the day. Just gonna wait and see. We're not really at a key area for me, but we are breaking above. There it goes. We're breaking above the high from the pre-market high or the overnight high, and then NQ. But NQ is failing to break. So ES is already going. ES is looking very, very strong. ES is looking very strong. NQ needs to catch up, which here it comes. NQ starting to catch up now. So ES looks like it's a little bit of the stronger instrument right now. So who said you can't scalp ES? Because if you would have scalped ES, you'd be fucking killing it right now, because ES is already up 10 fucking points. But I mean, I guess NQ is up fucking, I don't know, what, 30 points? So tomatoes, right? Tomatoes, right, Hubs? Let's go back to the charts. Back to the chart. Back to the chart. All right, yeah, ES is pushing. I like it. Definitely like what I'm seeing. We just broke this high right here. So let's see if we go back, retest this high. there's a lot of buyers that stepped in like right in this area, like right here. But it looks like we're continuing to see more and more buying. It's looking like we got a rally base rally. On the 1 minute, we had basically two basing candles right here, and then a really strong push. And again, we're being met with some selling. We're being met with some selling. Yeah, I think as long as we don't break up, see, and NQ has not broken above its high yet. So there's a huge like disparity between ES and NQ right now. But also we're at different points on ES and NQ, so that could also explain kind of why there's a difference. Because ES isn't even in supply yet, where NQ is in its supply. We got another rally base rally on ES. But I'm seeing a ton of selling on the tape. So it's like a lot of mixed signals going on right now in the market. Buying looks strong if you're looking at if you're just looking at the candles. This buying looks strong, but the CVD and Bookmap are telling a completely different story right now. Buying does not look as strong on ES. And then obviously on NQ, buying doesn't look strong because we can't break above this area right here. Like I really want to see us break above this to be bullish, and we haven't done it yet. So yeah, just a lot of mixed signals going on. I can't take a trade with this much uncertainty or non-clarity, I guess would be the better word. So I'm just gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait and see if we can't get back up to this level or sell back off or see something on the tape. But I don't really see much on the tape right now. I would like to see buying kind of I would like to see buying get a little bit stronger though, which is it's starting to try. We do have a lot of buying coming in, so I want to see the buying get much stronger. Let me go to Bookmap and I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's really still nothing going on for me. All right, so you can see if you look at CVD, this first push, we had a lot of buying, right? And we normally do at open. We came back down, and you can see this bubble. This bubble shows a lot of selling happened right here, and then we had a lot of aggressive selling. When we came back up, we had less aggressive buying because the CVD didn't get up as high. And then on this next push, again, we broke the high, but the CVD still really didn't break the previous high. It's about equal highs, and we didn't break the ultimate high here. And now we're coming back down on more very aggressive selling. So I'm just trying to kind of gauge everything right now. We got about 6 or 7 minutes before news happens anyway. So I'm just trying to gauge what's happening between the buyers and sellers on the tape right now. And I'm just seeing a lot of aggressive selling on the tape, more aggressive selling than I'm seeing buying currently. So that's kind of where I'm at with the market, and I think the same thing is potentially happening on NQ as well, which makes sense because we're in supply, right? And as long as we're below this little area right here, we're not going to see any continuation. We're pretty much just in consolidation right now. So if you're scalping, which I know Makai likes to scalp, most of you guys in here like to scalp a lot of these moves. I think scalping is good in this area. I just wouldn't be looking for anything long term. Because again, but I guess the good thing right now that I'm seeing on Bookmap is we have strong selling, but there's a lack of continuation for the sellers as well. And there we got a little pop on NQ. Let's check on VIX. VIX is, yeah, see, VIX hasn't gone anywhere. VIX is at a standstill right now. I guess we can look at the stocks. See, I know y'all don't like looking at the screen when it looks like this, but whatever, y'all be all right. Nvidia is trying to pump right now. So is Microsoft on a gap up. It's kind of held. And then Apple is also kind of trying to pump as well. So, kind of a mixed bag right now, honestly. I don't really see much of an edge besides there's strong selling and weak buying, but with very little reward right now. Very little reward either way. Could be an inverse head and shoulders on the 1 minute as well on ES, and we have this I mean, it's a hammer candle, so could be a reversal coming. Again, I'm not going to trade this, but I am spotting a lot of weak selling. I'd much rather allow this to sell off, kind of create a 5-minute supply zone here where I know that there's some buyers that are trapped up in this area, and then I'll look to get I can look to get short on a retest. But I think the market wants to sell off here, and I think that I think NQ will end up following. But NQ did break above. NQ broke above its high and then got rejected. So another pretty bearish sign. A lot of people probably tried to get long right here and it failed. So we'll see what happens. I think the market could just be waiting on news too. I mean, we have news in 3 minutes. So, it's a little tough right now. It is a little tough. I'm just going to be patient and wait. Patiently wait. Let's check on NQ. NQ is in a nice uptrend, though. NQ is in a very nice uptrend. I don't know why they got like that. I'm trying to I like to be able to see these previous highs. There you go. All right, here's another failure to break this high over here. Yeah, we keep failing to break the highs. I think we're gonna come down. Like as we continue to fail here, the selling is getting stronger and stronger. But just not an area I'm looking to trade yet. I've been trying to be way more disciplined with the areas, especially after we backtested last night. I just want to be more disciplined with where I'm getting long and short. And I want key areas that have proven to be where sellers and buyers really care to be. And I think this could be an area, but I want to see what happens in this area. But I do think that we're going to sell off just based off of what I'm seeing off the tape. The selling is very, very strong here. And I like the selling that I'm seeing. Oh yeah, we just broke the low. Man, this is just super slow right now. Super slow. Oh me. Damn. I don't know who won the poll today. I don't know who won. I don't know whether we consider us bullish or bearish. Like, I don't know who won today. I don't think there was a winner today, honestly. I mean, I guess technically we rallied, but we literally haven't gone anywhere in the past 10 minutes. We're just sitting here at the high chilling. This has been a great open. Well, that was that dump was vicious. Jesus. That was a vicious dump. That was the news dump right there. And that was the news at 9:45. Got a little selly right there. Not much continuation though. NQ came down a little bit. So if you got short up here, it's a good short. We got this news. All right, we're coming down. All this selling finally being rewarded. I like it. So that's what I like to see. Let's see if we get any continuation. There we go. All right, we're starting to get that continuation to the downside. We got to get through some of these lows, or else we're just gonna bounce. Man, y'all are quiet today. Normally y'all are chatty. Yeah, I know. It's been slow. Slow. Let's see what happens at these lows. Let's check on NQ. Is this going to be a consolidation day? Is that what today is going to end up turning into? All right, we just move liquidity. Let me check NQ's book map. Yeah, NQ was a little bit different than ES. NQ really didn't have those signs of weakness like ES did. And then we dropped. And it looks like we're about to potentially round down and try to come down lower. It's been ES is starting to catch a bid down here though. Yeah, this is really rangy. Not sure I want to play any of this, so sitting on my hands. Yeah, I think the entire chat is just sitting on hands. Like there's been nothing is going on right now. Like it's so hard to commentate because the market is giving so many different looks. Like the market looks bearish, but didn't have any continuation. And I'm waiting for the market to give us something. And it looks like they're trying to keep this big ass buyer underwater. Starting to get a little bearish. Well, looks like we want to hold this level right here. There's not a lot of interest. There's not a lot of interest coming in underneath this area. I think the market may look to retrace if we can't break below here. We're holding this trend line real nice on NQ or on ES. Sorry, on NQ we're basically holding VWAP. So we have a VWAP hold on NQ, and we have a VWAP / trend line hold on ES. So this could be a bounce back to the upside. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. And just sit here and just chill out. God, this market has been trash so far. But yesterday we had the movement was crazy yesterday, and then we have earnings today, so it could just be some funky ass shit going on in the market because of the earnings. It is. It's tough today. We're coming back down into VWAP. Let's see if we get another bounce here. There's a good amount of selling at these lows yet again. It sucks because days like today, when there's not much opportunity, you try to find opportunity like anywhere you can get it. And today's I think a day that's really going to test the discipline to not get into a trade because I'm bored and because the market doesn't want to give any opportunity. Like, yeah, I think we could go up from here. 740 maybe long. Yeah, see, I like down here for longs. I do. Um, but we're consolidating. We just sold off. We just sold off pretty heavy, aggressively. We're back at open. There we go. Now we're breaking. Now we're trying to break this down. Yeah, it's just tough. It's tough today. We're breaking below the open candle, the 5 minute open candle. But there's not a lot of interest at these lows. Like, is this another sweep of liquidity? I mean, this was a pretty big CVD divergence that I'm seeing here. Um, it's a pretty big CVD divergence on the tape. But here comes. There's a lot of selling going on down here at these lows. I'm watching. I think we make a new low and go up. Yeah, that could definitely be it. I mean, we broke the low, but we're holding. We're holding. And there's not a lot of selling going on beneath us at about what is this, 4260 ish. There's not a lot of selling. So if I was gonna take this long, I definitely would want to see this start to kind of work its way up. But yeah, I definitely think a long could be valid here. Same thing on NQ. NQ broke the low though, but NQ is still holding. So a little bit of a different look on NQ, but definitely still looking pretty valid. It's just NQ's also in supply, so that's another thing to kind of be concerned with. Yeah, today is a tough day. Today's a day where patience is going to be key. You got to be patient today. We basically just had a double bottom on ES, and we cannot push out. Is this going to be the push out? I don't know. This has been tough. This is tough right here. Yeah, we're just consolidating. Let's see if NQ's coming back up to retest this area before we dropped a little bit more. So let's see if we continue on this downtrend. Because ES hasn't done anything but consolidate. So we'll see. NQ's already pushing up, so maybe ES pushes up. As long as this doesn't reject on NQ and we break this, maybe shout out to Micaiah. This could be the head and shoulders pattern potentially. You got your shoulder, your head. Maybe we form another shoulder up here after we reject, like in this area. That could potentially be it. Yeah, this is looking like a good potential long. Definitely a good potential long. Everybody who got short on the news is trapped down here as well. And they all are going to have to stop out once we get above this. I bet you there's a lot of stops sitting right here. So we'll see. We close a 5 minute fair value gap. This was the low. Okay. Well, it looks like, interestingly enough, it looks like we're closing the gap on ES right here, right? So that way there's no gap, and we can potentially continue down lower. Like I think that's how the fair value gaps work, right? Like the wicks have to touch. So this wick and this wick are kind of touching right now, and then we go down lower. That's what you mean by well, but you're talking about to the downside, close a 5 minute fair value gap to the downside. So I don't know. it's hard for me to see the fair value gaps. Are you talking about this one right here? But I don't know if this one was already closed. But wouldn't this be a fair value gap like this right here? This got closed. That's what you mean by the fair value gap got closed, correct? This one, it got closed, and now we're gonna push back up. Tell me if I'm reading that right. Escape. Because right now I just see a shit ton of consolidation. Consolidation, right? Okay, cool. I'm glad I got that right. Yeah, it looks like the market wants to push back up, but we keep getting rejected at this same area. Let's see if this if we can put these sellers up underwater here. Let's see what NQ's doing. So NQ closed that 5-minute gap, came back down. It's holding. Maybe we see it push back down one more time. Hold one more time, and then it'll start to rally. I don't know. We're just so close to supply, and we were unable to hold above the pre-market or that high. I mean, yeah, we created a new high, but we weren't able to close above this. So it's a little concerning if you're a bull. Oops. Oh no! I accidentally closed my ES tab. Get ES back up. All right, there we go. All right, yep. Looks like ES is trying to finally push up out of this. Finally. Escape says, but we will see above us is resistance. Yeah. That's the problem. Is that we got this basically we got this area up here, which we could look at this as being a 5-minute supply zone within supply. So we'll see what happens. Definitely going to be interesting to see if we reject this area. There are a ton of trap buyers up here, so we'll see if they get rewarded. ES is making its way back up. I think ES is going to break the high first, so let's watch ES. Yeah, I think ES will break first. It's definitely going to break first. It's much closer. It's much stronger today than NQ. I don't know why. All right, here goes ES, mounting its way back up. Man, today's just been slow. All right, let's see what happens up here. See if the buying is strong enough to break this high, or if we fail and reject again. We can go over to the tape. Let's look at the tape. Oh, there you go. See all this liquidity that they put right here? And I'm looking to see like this buyers, because all these are the buying that happened right here in this area. So the buying that happened up here, I want to see what we do up here. Do sellers step back in and we stop buyers, or do the buyers come through and they end up pushing us higher? That is the question. We also have a ton of liquidity up here as well. So, and this is that resistance that you were talking about. And I don't think we're close on NQ. No, on NQ we're about up there too. So NQ is kind of the same. All this buying that happened up here, you draw the same box. All this buying. Oops. Let me do that. Rectangle. There we go. All this buying up here, I want to see, can new buying come through and push us? That's what I'm looking at. And look, look at that. And we got the failure. We just got swept. That's what I was looking for. All right. So maybe on a retest, we're starting to get a failure here. Maybe on a retest and then a lower high put in. Maybe we take the market short. Long 772. Oh, okay, well you got long at the bottom. I think this would be a good place to take profit if you got long at 772. If we can't break above here, that was a pretty nasty rejection. But I mean, buyers are stepping back up, so we'll see. Target's 15, 20. Okay. Let me go back to the chart. Oh yeah, you're going for the gusto. Yeah, I definitely like this hold. I definitely like the fair value gap. I would just be careful in this area. We got to see this. We got to see this break. Definitely want to see that break. There's a lot of liquidity over here on ES. A lot. At break even, yeah, probably a good move. I mean, you're up what 30 points on the trade, 40 points damn near. Yeah, it looks like we're about to put in a double top. Secure 3 contracts, yeah. Okay. That's a good secure. Because I think we're putting in a double top here. This supply on NQ is proven to be super tough. We'll see what happens though. We will see what happens. Uh, 1 minute on the 1 minute, 90, 50, and 200 EMA all line up. To what? The upside, the downside. Look on Beto to see where this can run. I don't really look at stocks. But if you catch if you catch us in the morning at 8:30, we can look at it then. But during the trading session, it's kind of hard for me to look at other stocks I'm actively trying to trade, ES or NQ. So just come back tomorrow at 8:30 or not, or sorry, 9. Come back at 9 tomorrow. 9 EST, 8 CST, and ask again and we can look at it. It's just too difficult for me, especially if Hobbs was here, then I wouldn't mind really looking at it, but it's gonna be too difficult. It's flat. Okay, but does that mean consolidation? I'm assuming. Look at this sell off from this level. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I think today is going to be a consolidation day. We're back at the low again. The market's been open for 40 minutes now, and we legit have not gone anywhere. You could scalp this market and, make money. We'll see if this actually breaks down, but yeah, this has been. You can definitely scalp this, but if you were scalping, I'd probably get out down here. If I would know I'd be a billionaire, damn. Escape the Matrix. You're supposed to let us know so we can all be billionaires together. Well, don't tell anybody else, but just between me and you, you let me know when you know, and we'll just become billionaires together. We'll be good. We'll be good. Yeah, we we just keep catching bids down at the bottom. Like, this is strictly consolidation. We're in a complete range between Let me grab my box tool. There we go. We're in a range right now. Like this is the range. We're in this range, and I bet you on NQ we're in about this. Okay, NQ bounced a little bit earlier. NQ bounced a bit earlier, but we're definitely in a range. We're definitely ranging right now. If you know, and if we know, you know, you know. I don't know. That's why I want you to tell me so I can become a billionaire too. All right, so it looks like we're putting in a higher low on NQ, and we're putting equal lows on ES. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't know. The market's in a range. We're in like about a 14-point range on ES and on NQ. Let's see what range we're in on NQ. On NQ, we're in about an 80-point range. So we're definitely range bound so far. So my hands are off the trigger, but good trade, Hobbs. I mean, you went to break even. You secured 3 contracts at the high. Great snag. We're just not moving anywhere right now. So my hands are off the trigger. Off the trigger. This has been tough though. This has been very, very tough. We're coming back up to the highs, but we're just range bound. I would not be looking to take a trade. I would not be looking to take a trade in this area. Okay. Hobbs is over here getting frisky. He said, "Oh, I added. So you added back your 3 contracts? Let's go." That's a good ad. That's a good ad. That's a good ad. Yeah, we're just hopefully we make it back up to the highs. But yeah, we're really range bound right now. Very, very, very range bound. Let's go. Hopefully we make it back up to the highs and then break the highs, and then that ad will be nuts. Basically be like playing 8 contracts at that point. You get 8 contracts worth. So hopefully we make it back up to the high, and this time we break the high. Because last time we made it to the high, we got rejected. So, but also once we get back up to the high, you can secure 2 or 3 more contracts up there, and then oh yeah, you can secure 2 contracts, take the full 5, and then leave the last 3 as your runners. Above 853, bye. Yeah. I mean, if we can break what that's the prior day high. Yeah, if we break the prior day high, yeah. That's kind of what I'm waiting for in this area. I'm waiting to see if we can break above. It's just been slow. There's been like no push above this area. And we made equal highs, equal lows. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Here's our 3rd test of the high. Our 3rd test of the high. All right, the tape's speeding up, so that's good. The tape's starting to speed up. It's starting to get a little jumpy. So let's see if the speed of the tape ends up helping us break this high right here, or if not, we're just gonna fail again. All right, we're speeding up here. I like it. I think we're gonna break it this time. We're speeding up. Buyers are actively trying to buy here, and the tape is moving a lot faster. You just don't want to see this fail. 3 gone. Perfect. Yeah, because they have to break this here, and they're trying to buy this. They're trying to buy. They are really trying to buy. Here we go. Here comes the break. All right, I think this time we're actually gonna break above and hold. There's a ton of buying. Nope, another failure. Let's see. This could be the push. This could be the ultimate push down, though. Because that's not what you want to see. We filled some liquidity. Let's see if we come back up. Let's see if we come back up. If not, we're coming. I would just be very careful up here at these highs. But I like the secure though. I like that you took profit up here. I really like that you took profit up here. And now I mean literally what, you secured 6 contracts, so like nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad can happen at this point. That's a really dope trade. I love the ad too, Hobbs. I love the ad that you had. Yeah, exactly. It's a free trade. Like literally you just snipe 6 contracts, and these last 2 contracts can do whatever they want because you just got a full position. So whatever these want to do can do whatever. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Four left and May on the house. Yep. 1,000%. This trade can do whatever it wants at this point. But these highs are super interesting though. We just cannot break. We just cannot do it. Basically 4. Yeah, basically 4, right? All right, we're coming back up. There's a ton of buyers up here at these highs. A ton of buyers. And they needs to be getting rewarded, or this could end up being a problem. Let's see if they get rewarded up here. Man, what a fucking range that we're playing in right now. What a fucking range. We just keep playing in this fucking range. Like, we just keep playing in it. You know? Basically, this is the range right here. And if we look at least on the ES chart, if we look at it, find the auto pin tool. Basically have this low, and then these lows. They're all kind of just holding. And then up at the top, we have this high, and then this high. I mean, we've triple topped up here now. So just want to be patient. We're consolidating. So, we're holding. NQ is consolidating and holding. One thing I like about NQ though, and why I like your hold, is the fact that we're consolidating, but we're consolidating in like an upward manner. Even though we can't like break this area right here, like we're struggling to break up here, NQ is consolidating up, right? So, we'll see what that means, but we're kind of consolidating an upward wedge. So, well, we'll see what happens. Maybe this is the break. I don't know. Just kind of being patient and waiting to see kind of what the market gives us. I just know I don't want to be getting long up here. right? Like we're starting to break down now this little uptrend that we had, but it's more like this actually. But I don't want to get long up in this area. If anything, I'd want to wait for us to come back down to these lows or these lows, really these equal lows. We're right where Escape called out that fair value gap. I'd want to wait for us to come back down there if I was going to get long. Until we break out of whatever this shit is, I don't want to get long up in this area, anywhere up in here. But it just like price is kind of squeezing, so we'll see what happens. Hap said I'll add more if we get above and hold 853. Woo! Getting frisky on them. Gonna add more. Getting frisky on them. Yeah, I think there's just a lot of liquidity above us on ES, so I think if we can just come down one more time, pick up some more buyers, I think we can come up and really break this. I think we may see this be holding one more time as a failure, but I don't know. We're holding up here as well. We're just kind of consolidating, so we'll see what happens. We're getting some consolidation up here. ES made a lower high, so we'll see. We're just consolidating. I'm just gonna be patient. Oops. Oh man, I got this fucking pen. I'll leave this up here. We'll see. It's like we're trying to round on the 5 minute. We'll see. It's been a very, very slow day. Just a slow first damn near hour. Just consolidating, man. Consolidating. Are we going to push out or are we going to stay in range? At some point, we got to do something. At some point, we got to break something. We got to break a high. We got to break a low. We got to do something at some fucking point. The question becomes, the question is the when. The question is the when. Question is when. Last two moved up to secure 20 points. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think we ultimately come back down and retest these lows. Looks like we're trying to push down. We'll see what happens though. What I really want to see, Hobbs, is what we were talking about yesterday. I want to see us come down real choppy with a lot of buying, and then I want to take the market long on this third test. I think if we do that, I think it'll play out really nicely. Not to mention the fact that if you look at VWAP, actually, VWAP is also trending in this kind of upwards direction as well. So that's also kind of a bullish indicator. It's kind of flat on NQ though, but Escape says, I don't think we could consolidate, or I also think we could have a consolidation week. I don't think so. I think with the earnings, I don't think we're going to consolidate all week. I think we're going to end up breaking out of this. I think part of this consolidation is from the earnings that are happening today after the market close. But I think we're going to break out of this range at some point. This is 5 minute. Yeah, I know it's hard to see the candles, but I think this higher consolidation that we're getting from, this area to down here at these lows, I think we're going to end up breaking this. I think we're going to move one way or the other. So we'll see what happens. But right now, the market is in extreme consolidation. So that's why I wouldn't have longed up here. You have to long down here and short up here. That's the only way at the current moment you're making money, right? So, I mean, you got the blueprint. I just haven't been trading this consolidation, but I mean, it worked. And Hobbs just crushed it. I mean, he longed the low took profit. The market came back down. Well, actually, let's look at NQ. Long the low, took profit at the high, came back down, saw a place to added, took the market, took contracts off up here, and then took the rest of the contracts out down here somewhere. So, I mean, it was a great trade, great management, to be honest. Like, great management of the trade. And now 5-minute demand at 759 as my confirmation to go long. Yeah, so we're just holding this area. For me, I'm looking to see what price does here, like in this box. I want to see what we do here, and I'm willing to give price probably down to about this area right here, down to these lows. So, because this is where we found all these buyers. So, I want to see what happens here. Do we get a bounce and stay in this, or do we just fuck around and not get out of this trend? So we'll see what happens. House said 640. I'm back in bed now. Fuck this market. Yeah. I mean, the market's actually been good. The market's been predictable today. Said I haven't traded it, but the market's been predictable. We literally just been in a range. So I called it out. I spotted the range. I just didn't trade it. So I'm not mad at it. I am just waiting. I'm waiting on us to come back down. Right now, looking at Bookmap real fast so y'all can see what I've been talking about on Bookmap. Y'all saw me real time draw this box. I do this box a little bit later, but see, every time we come up here, we get rejected. You look at the delta and you see all these buyers up here that aren't getting rewarded, and all these sellers down here that aren't getting rewarded, right? We have 542, 236, and then a lack of selling down here at the 92, right? So up here, there's a lot of buyers who are trapped, and for them to get rewarded, we got to push up. There's also a lot of liquidity up here as well from the sellers who are trying to keep them down. So they just added this liquidity. It looks like the market is again trying to get another boost back to the upside. So we'll see. Maybe this is the final straw for us to break out of this consolidation. So we'll see what happens. There you go. We broke through that. Now let's see if we break through this next level right here. Again, if we fail to break through this, then it's just going to come back down. Like there's nowhere else for us to go. So let's see. All right, here we go. Okay. Big buying coming in. Big buying coming in. I think this may be one of those days, just looking at the liquidity, where we come up, we test, we eat some of the liquidity, we come back down to pick up more buyers, and then we do the same thing. This could be one of those days, but I don't know. We'll see. There's more buying coming in. It looks okay. I think we're finally going to push out of this. I think this is the final push. We just broke the high. Now we just got to see if we hold. But the high's been broken. A whole bunch of buying. Just waiting to see. Now that those sellers got filled, let's see what happens. It looks like the buying wants to continue though. We just round it up, but we'll see. No. Come on. A whole bunch of breakout traders could be getting trapped here if they can't get us. If they can't hold, and we're gonna end right back. We're gonna end up right back to the downside. Come on. Let's see where NQ's at. Yeah, NQ has not broken its high yet, so that's a little concerning for if you're long on ES. But let's see if NQ can break. All right, NQ's looking bullish. NQ's tape just sped the fuck up. So let's see. Oh, come on. You can see this block of liquidity above us. It's a lot of orders sitting there that NQ's got to get through. That could be stopping price. Come on. I don't know why on Hobbs you can see his tooltip, but you can't see mine. It's weird. Anyway. All right, yeah, so NQ hasn't broken its high yet, so I really want to see NQ break the high. Come on. ES has already broken its high, and it looks like NQ wants to fail. Yeah, NQ is struggling right now. NQ is struggling. NQ starting to make its push. NQ is making its push. Come on, NQ. Come on, NQ. I think once NQ fills its liquidity, like Hobbs was saying, I think 855 will be the level. Once we get above 855, I think we'll go. Just because 95 orders are sitting there, I think the market wants to go up. It's just taking its time, being slow. Just I would caution anybody who's trying to get long here. You're trying to get long at the high. ES already broke its high, and it looks like it's trying to hold. We retested the high and held, so that's pretty bullish. But we're struggling right here. All right, ES is breaking out, so hopefully NQ will follow. I think NQ is gonna follow. It's just taking a minute. Well, getting close to an opportunity to just short this market back down. All this buying is going on, and NQ is not able to move up. Let's get ES real fast. ES is a little different though. ES is still holding. That's a tough part, man. ES is holding super strong. NQ is struggling right now. But ES looks like it wants to go at least to 42.83. Yeah, I think NQ is going to break out of this because ES is breaking out. Yeah, there goes ES. ES is breaking out now, so NQ should follow on the breakout. We just held the box, held it again, and now we're getting a nice little push. Well, let's look at, yeah, there goes NQ. I knew NQ would get there. NQ was just struggling. Yeah, NQ was just struggling to break, but NQ held, consolidated for a little bit, got a strong breakout, and now ES and NQ are still both in supply. So again, this could be a false breakout right now as well. Uh, ES is in supply and Q's in supply. Check on VIX. VIX just dumped, but now it's pushing back up. So could be an opportunity to short the market while they're all in key areas. So I am kind of interested in shorts, even though right now the market's pretty strong. So I don't want to necessarily short just yet, but oh fuck. This shit fell down quick. Took profit at 848. Nice. Yeah, let's see what happens here. This should hold. This should hold because this was once strong ass fucking resistance. So this area should hold for long. That's another reason why I didn't want to like short quickly, because this area should hold. If we get back up underneath it though, it's not going to be good for the bulls. So let's see. But this area on this pullback is holding pretty nicely. So let's see what happens. Just want to see this buying continue. When we go to break this high, we definitely want to see the tape start to speed up here. Valdez had gotten long at 798. Nice. So you got long on this push right here. We broke above the high. We're holding this. It's looking good, but I just want to see, you want to see this area hold, because this is the area that we finally were able to break above. So, resistance. Now you want to see it turn to support. So as long as it turns to support, then should work out just fine. If this doesn't turn to support, we could come back down. But overall, we're a little uptrend, so we will see what happens. I'm still just kind of patiently waiting. There were some trading setups, but I didn't take them. I definitely should have probably been looking to trade that consolidation, but is what it is. I'm just being patient now. I think we're going to go higher, though. I like this consolidation up here. On the 5-minute, we have a really nice hammer candle. We made another higher low. So I don't really see a reason to fight this uptrend. As long as we stay above this box, I think longs will be just fine. Let's check NQ. Whoa. Whoa. NQ's already failed? Oh shit. No, NQ's still holding above the box. It just that was weird. I was just zoomed in too far. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Oh, okay. There's my box on NQ. I was like, the fuck? Okay, yeah. NQ still holding. You just don't want to see this fail. That's all. Yeah, that fucking tripped me out for a second. Yeah, you just don't want to see it come back into that range. That'll be a bad thing. But it looks like we're holding, so the 5 minute looks really good. The 5 minute looks really good. And ES is continuing to hold as well. The question becomes, are we going to break yesterday's highs? That's the question. Are we going to break the highs from yesterday? But I like what I'm seeing, though. I like what I'm seeing out of ES. I like what I'm seeing out of NQ. There's kind of a pocket of strong selling right here. And again, like if we look, selling, getting ate up by buying. So yeah, it's still looking good if you're in long. I don't really see any reason to sell. All this selling's not getting rewarded. And we're continuing to hold, so I still like longs in this area. I still like longs. We just gotta break this high, break above 42.80, and we'll be good. All right, this is the push. This might be the push. All right, here we go. The tape is speeding up again. And we just broke the high. Let's go. Good job, Valdez. Let's go. Let's go. If you're holding on, we're breaking out. We're above yesterday's high. So that's what we were struggling at. We were struggling at yesterday's highs for NQ. So now we're above yesterday's high. So I think that validates the fact that we put in the low for yesterday. We're above yesterday's highs now, and now we just got to continue moving up. But you can see where we were failing to break above, and then on ES we're at yesterday's highs right now. But I think we're gonna smash through it. If NQ got above its highs, we'll probably get above these highs. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be much of a problem. I'm out here, 1500 done with this account. Let's go. This is possible. Change the character on ES needs to break and move up, or she's gonna fail. Yeah, this would actually be an area where I'd want to potentially short the market. This is kind of a key area, but NQ already broke its high, so we'll see. I mean, if NQ fails, then maybe, but I don't know. I'm also reserved to just not trading today and just watching the market, kind of commentating and just kind of putting things in my back pocket. I'm also cool with that. I had a pretty bad day yesterday, so I'm pretty okay with not trading and just kind of seeing what the market does and kind of just taking note. But Yeah. We broke above here. There's like shit. There's no follow through right there. Jesus Christ. No follow through. Showing an NQ at 866. Let's go. God, you shorted it at like the fucking top. Nice short. Nice short. Yeah, so we failed on ES at the highs at yesterday's high a day. We broke above it and then we failed, and then NQ we broke above it, and then well, show y'all. Ooh. So on NQ we broke above the high, immediately failed to hold it, and looks like we're about to come back down. Same thing here. That was a good cover, Valdez. Even though I know, I mean, probably 50, are you in a funded account or was that a challenge account, Valdez? I mean, either way, it was a good cover for 1,500 regardless. But you can't be mad at that. It looks like VIX is starting to try to pump as well. So see what happens. We got plenty of time. I got plenty of time to try to take a trade if I want to. So I'm not gonna rush. I think yesterday I was just trying to rush. I mean, granted, I did make a pretty good comeback on my account from where it was, so I'm not super mad about it. But the only other problem I have with shorting Micaiah is we did break the high. So I definitely want to see. I would definitely want to see a failure. But I mean, if you caught the head, I mean this could be tremendous because on E or on NQ, we just broke. Maybe we come back to this area and we catch this head and shoulders back to the downside. See, I got it right, head and shoulders. Oh, let's go, Valdez on the funded. Hey, take your bread, bro. Take your motherfucking bread. This is what I'm talking about. Let's go. Take that fucking bread, baby. All right, yeah. So I think I may watch for an inverse head and shoulders here. That's what I may be watching out here for. Valdez says, oh wait, hold up. Makai says, yeah, but change of character is massive resistance on ES. Macro trend is bearish, so I'm banking on the fall. I mean, hey, you got a fucking amazing entry on NQ. I mean, you're barely risking anything. I mean, if you're risking the high, that is. Valdez says, I usually take my first trade with a combine account to test my bias. I shorted the market and lost 450 on the combine. That loss validated my long bias. I took the next trade unfunded. Huh, that's actually an interesting strategy. So did you short the market like at open? Because like we consolidated heavy for the first like hour of the market until we finally broke out. But even then, like I don't even like we broke out, but we didn't really break out, you know? So I don't know. We're struggling here, but we're still finding buyers. So for me, it's a little early to short the market, but yeah, we'll see what happens. It's looking like we're consolidating here. And we're holding support. We're holding this as support. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know it's cold as shit in my house right now, though. Ooh, check what the fucking weather is. This fucking cold, man. It is fucking freezing. I hate being cold, like with a passion. It's 77 degrees outside, but it's cold as shit. Valdez says, I shorted at open, expecting to hit London session lows, and it reversed on me. I was up like 600 on that trade. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, it was choppy this morning. It was very, very choppy. We definitely established a range. Makai says, yeah, I have break even stop. Yeah, I would. I mean, shit. You got in all the way up here, so you're already up considerably. I mean, you got in before the dump, so very nice trade. Said I just you got to break even so you can't lose, but I mean we're still holding this area really nicely. I think we may want to come back up. We'll see. I don't know. The market's gonna do what it wants to do. And it's supposed to be fucking hot today. It's gonna be back in the 80s. Jesus Christ. That's gonna be hot for the rest of the fucking week. Let's go. It's been cold as shit here lately. But it's cold as hell in my house, though. My house gets so fucking cold. My wife likes to keep this bitch on fucking freeze. Makai says, "Yeah, I think we'll come back up, but we'll see." Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're trying to retrace. I don't know. This area right now is it's a fight. Like, but we're consolidating up here, so it just makes me think that we want to go higher. We want to push higher because of this consolidation. And I mean, there's a lot of sellers at the low that aren't being rewarded right now. So, I think we want to push up higher. I just don't want to trade in this area. We're at supply, NQ's in supply, even though we broke above and we're holding. And then VIX is in demand, but I mean, VIX isn't doing anything. To be honest, if VIX can break this low right here, I mean, we just double bottomed off of it. If VIX can break this low, then maybe we push even higher. That could also be a very real potential here. Is VIX breaks this low from yesterday, and then we just go crazy to the upside. That pushed me, which is fine. On to the next one. Yeah, I mean, you ain't lose nothing, so ain't no problem with that. Yeah, I just think we're consolidating to go higher. These lower wicks are just they're just telling that story of, okay, this is consolidation. We're gonna push up higher. So Bad Moxie says, I think we want 900 on NQ. It's just how do we get there? Oh, how far is 9? That's only another 40 points away. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that. I think we want 1500. Honestly, I think today, if we can get very, very bullish, we could see 1500. I think we get up there. Pivot at 873. Gotcha. Well, we're basically up there now. So yeah, I personally think we could see 1500 on NQ, and I think we could see 4300 on ES. I think that's a very real possibility today. But who knows? Who knows? The price has been pretty slow today. It's giving opportunities, but it's been very, very slow. And up here on the 5-minute, it looks like volume's kind of starting to die down a little bit too. So, I mean, we're getting into those hours, so we'll see. I think this could be another all-day. I think today could be one of those all-day slow grind ups. I think we can see that today. I think we can see a slow grind up today. Yeah, slow grind up. Slow grind up. Sure, 873. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think if you're trying to scalp the market for shorts, I think right now, if you're trying to short the market, it should just be scalps. Like the market is looking very, very bullish, and we're holding what was once resistance has turned into support now. So if you're scalping the market, just know, or if you're shorting the market, just know, Makai, you're going against the overall trend right now. At least for the lower time frame, anyway. I know overall we're bearish, but right now, at least for the shorter time frames, we don't look bearish. I mean, I won't discredit your short because could it work out 100%? I mean, we could just fucking dump from here. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you got to put that risk on the table. But overall, I just think it's a lot harder. At least for me, it's a lot harder to want to short the market when we're just buyers are just showing up against sellers. And yeah. I mean, I know we're at your pivot, so we'll see what happens. Plus, I mean, you go to break even super fast, so once you guys are up, you normally go to break even. I don't know. Just for me, I mean, the market's making higher highs, higher lows. I mean, could this dump? Of course, 1,000%. But we'll see what happens. Bray says ES 4-hour turning bullish. ES 4-hour. I would say it's turning bullish. I mean, to Makai's point earlier, on this 4-hour, we kind of already made an inverse head and shoulders here. You got the shoulder, the head, the shoulder. It looks way better on ES, and then we're just ripped. I mean, obviously this day looks a little bit tougher. Yeah, today looks a little bit tougher, but we came down, came up, came down, came up, and then now we're pushing. So yeah, I mean, I think if the big thing is getting over, closing above this area right here is going to be big. Or actually, really, I take that back. Closing above this area is going to be big, because this is a massive area of consolidation before we had a pretty nasty drop. So I would say we get above this area, and the market can really start to go. And then the next big pivot area would be up here, getting above this pivot area. So, but I mean, Makai, your short's definitely working out. I just think that shorts are going to be short-lived, all pun intended. Just looking at the way the market is right now, I mean, we got a nice little uptrend right here. Oh shit, I don't know why I did that, but we'll keep it there. And then kind of the same, but we did break down this low, so hey, I mean, it's a damn good short. Don't let nobody tell you it's not, because it is. I don't know. I guess just for me, I'm trying my best not to play against the trend overall. I know we're in a bearish trend overall, and that was a key area for us to hold above. And NQ is still in supply, so this is still a very key area. But yeah. Well, pivot on NQ and resistance on ES. Just have a tight stop and play micros. Yeah, facts. I mean, you have double confirmation. It's working out. It's working out real nice. And you take aggressive ass entries too. So yeah. I just think overall we're gonna continue this fucking slow ass little uptrend we're on. We'll see. LOL, that's true. Yeah. Read VC chat. You know how hard it is to read the chat and be on YouTube and read the chat? Potentially rally on the 15 on ES. Took ES long from 42.62 to 42.82. Done for the day. Got to be on top of an hour. I wouldn't short. This trend is strong. Yes, we are, Jay. What used to be resistance, we are now using support at 472 and looking for 4280. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I agree with everything except for I didn't have the 15-minute up, but yeah. Oh yeah, we did have a rally-based rally on the 15-minute. I mean, this whole consolidation looked pretty bullish. We tried to, but see now we tried to rally, we tried to base, and this rally's failing. So maybe, I mean, Micaiah might be spot on. Like this might be the opportunity to short the market here. It again. I mean, and the other thing to look at too is we have this failure. We have a failure to break and hold above yesterday's high. That's also pretty bearish. So what I thought was going to be a potential head and shoulders, and this is why it's hard for me to want to try to short. Like we could have tried to short this as being the head, and then we would have got stopped out unless we took profit down here. And now you have a breakout here, and now it's like, okay, we made a higher high. Here's our low at this low down here. So now the question is, do we break this low, or do we come back up, create a lower high here, complete this head and shoulders, and then, complete this head and shoulders and come down lower? That's the question. Nobody knows. But yes, I agree with you. You want to see this. I want to see this low at 7.5 break. If this low at 7.5 doesn't break, then we're coming back up. And at that point now, you got to hope that sellers come back in. They got to step in somewhere lower to stop price. That's all. So see what happens. NQ SMA 51 minutes providing support. Watch closely. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. The 15-minute looks very, very bearish though. So, I mean, 15-minute candles closing with that high upper wick. So we'll see what happens. The only thing is that this is not a very high volume candle. So Valdez says no shorts for me, only longs following the trend. Yeah, I mean right now the trend is up. That's the only reason why I'm trying my best not to fight the trend, because the trend is up right now. Like there's like you can 100% short this. Like don't get me wrong, and it's working out. Makai is 100% printing on this trade, but I don't want to fight this uptrend. And unless I got short up here, then there's nothing for me to do down here except for wait. If we fail up here, then that'll confirm to me that, hey, you know, maybe the buying is now over, and maybe, you know, shorts are going to come in. But right now, I mean, literally, if we go back, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, potential lower high. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see. I can't tell the future. I don't know what's about to happen. I have no clue. So we will just have to wait. That's the only thing we can do. And to be completely honest, like until we break this support right here or on NQ, until we come down and we break, well, okay, so NQ is actually trying. But again, like see, on NQ, we're back at this support right here. So as long as we hold this support, like anywhere in this area, we're not gonna break down, right? As long as we're holding this area, price is gonna continue to go up. So on NQ, this is actually a really pivotal area for it to break. If we break this on NQ, then I do think we come down. But right now, I mean, just looking at the candlesticks, we're not breaking. We're finding buyers. Buyers are supporting us here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen. We could shoot back up. We could come back down. I don't know, but it's just looking like price wants to be supported here. I feel like this is deja vu because I feel like I've seen this before. Probably because I have. But yeah, I mean, look, we're back in our box, and as long as we're in the box and price doesn't want to break down, then shorts are going to be short-lived. This is what it is. Nothing wrong with shorting the market. I think you just got to know. You just got to. If you're going to short the market, I think going in with a shorter stop and higher contracts would be the way to go. If you're going to long the market, then you're following the trend. Go in with lighter size and give yourself a bit more room to be wrong and ride the trend. You know, as long as we're above support and we're not breaking down, it's going to be short-lived. Shorts are going to be short-lived until sellers can prove that they want to come into this market and actually sell us off. I just don't think that shorts are gonna be successful. So we'll see. The 5 minute, this could be a drop base drop on the 5 minute. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, it's a good trade because Makai caught it from the top, and Makai likes to scalp. So either way, it's good. All right, there we go. All right, so there is the breakdown. Damn, Micaiah. Good short, bro. Good short. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with Micaiah's short. He shorted it from the top, so it's like you can't really go wrong. It's just for me, I've been fighting the trend all week, and I'm really not trying to fight the trend. And right now the trend is up. So I don't really want to take shorts unless I see a very, very good reason. Let's go, Micaiah. 70% there. Let's go. And even right there, like we just broke underneath the box that I had. We broke underneath this line, and then we immediately reclaimed. So this could be an area to potentially get long. Honestly, there's a lot of selling that just got ate back up. So we'll see what happens. But this could potentially be an area where it could be a good long opportunity right here on this hold. Because there's also a lot of sellers sitting at 42.70, and there's 404 orders sitting at 42.70 as well on Bookmap that haven't gotten touched yet, but that coincides with a whole bunch of sellers. So this could actually be a nice area to try to get long. Runner stopped at 864. Nice. I may look to take a scalp long here. I don't want to. But I want to do it on smaller size just because, I want to do it. I'm going to do it on smaller size, but we broke below here. And if I see buying start to come in, I'm going to take a scalp here on smaller size, just 5 micros. I just want to try to get back in the game. Had a rough day yesterday. If I see buyers start to step up here, I'll take the market long, targeting the high first. Especially on this pull, we're getting a pullback into this level. I kind of like this setup. If I start to see buying come in, I'll take the market long. We got more aggressive selling coming in down here. If we break 42.70 though, I'll invalidate this trade idea. Well, I won't completely invalidate it, I guess, if we pop back up. But there's a lot of orders right there, so maybe we absorb, maybe we don't. I don't know. But I think this could be a good area to try to get long off of a bounce. Since we did break it, I think a lot of traders are going to try to get short here, since this was once support, and it was key support, and it was like kind of key resistance as well. So I think this is an area where sellers, if they try, they'll get trapped here, and we'll have enough volume to break above 42.85 because there's a lot of orders sitting there. So that's kind of my plan. I kind of like this idea right here, especially because we've kind of acknowledged this area is strong. So I start to see some strong buying coming in. I'll take the market long here. I'm just waiting to see strong buying come up on the tape. But if we fail here, then I just won't look to get in. All right, here comes the buying. I just want to see this buying fail. All right, I'm in long. 5 contracts, stops below the low. We may pull back a little bit, but I like what I'm seeing. I'm long 42.76. Yes, I'm in a little late, but it won't matter if this buying wants to continue. And I think there's a lot of trap shorts. So we'll see. My first target's 4280 to the high. I'll look to cover 3 contracts there at the high. Oops, let me get rid of this. All right, yeah. So I'll look to cover 3 contracts at the high, and then I'll we just gotta break above this area right here. We may come back down though. If I get stopped out, then that's fine. Because we may also come back down, kind of retest this area, and then come back up. But we'll see. Got my first profit target there. My second profit target after the highs is probably, I'm gonna probably try to hold for let's see. I'm gonna try to hold for let me look to the left. Maybe I'm gonna try to hold the 4290 for the remainder of my contracts. That'll be a damn near 20-point move. So I'll sell 2 there. So we'll see what happens. I like the trade. I like the context of the trade. We just got to break above. If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. I'm only in 5 contracts, risking 4 points. So I'm risking, I don't know, maybe like $100, something like that on this trade. So whatever. Either way, I'm not mad about it. But I like how we ate that up. Looks like we're coming down now. So we'll see if we hold. Buyers have been holding this area all day, so we'll see. This could be the end of the uptrend, though. But either way, I like the trade. I like the idea. Makai says, I'll start going long when ES can prove to me that it can hold above the 5-minute candle over 42.80, and NQ can hold over 873. Yeah, that's why I want to take profit up there at 42.80. That's like a 6-ish points or so. But yeah, that's kind of my reasoning for wanting to take profit up there as well, just because it's the high. It's the high of day. And that's gonna be that's probably gonna be the area where most sellers are gonna want to step back in. I don't need to wait for it to hold. I mean, I know there's kind of we broke trend technically. We broke trend, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I was waiting on the tape. The tape showed me what I wanted. We got some buying. We're still holding in this area, and we got support at 42.70, which my stop isn't below 42.70. I mean, I guess I could move it down there. I got a 4-point stop. So we'll see what happens. We got this is a I was looking at the 15-minute. Let me look at the 5. I was looking at the wrong time frame. Damn, pop. Either way, it's good though. Either way, we're still holding, so we'll see what happens. I mean, whatever. I think it's a good trade. Either way, I think it's a good trade. I see a lot of selling not getting rewarded. And there's a lot of sellers right here. So either they're gonna have to reward these sellers are gonna have to reward themselves, or we're gonna go back up. So I like the 5-minute. The 5-minute, I'm seeing a ton of wicks. The 1-minute we look a little choppy, but it's all good. We'll see what happens. If we start to aggressively break down, then maybe I'll just look to get out a little bit early, but we'll see. Or maybe I'll just take full loss. I don't even care. We're back in the box. We got to hold. So yeah, looks like we're coming back down. But that's why I went with smaller size too. I'm only risking like $100. All right, yeah, I'm stopped out there. I was only risking $100 to fuck around and find out. So yeah, it's all good. I'm down $100 on the day. Not a big deal. Let me take off these orders here. All right, it was a good trade idea. Didn't work out. It's all good. What's up, Hustle for Life? This thing could come right back up to like I'm again like looking at this. I feel like longs are still valid here. We just came down. We tried to break. We failed. Coming back up. We just had a CVD divergence as well. If buying stuff's back in, I'm gonna try another long. I might have just mistimed it, which I mean, really, we never broke the low. So 4270 is still holding. I can get a little bit better of a price too. I still like this trade idea. Every time we come down here to break it, it immediately gets reclaimed back up. But buyers aren't really trying to step up in this area right now either. So, we'll see what happens. I just like these upper wicks that I'm seeing. Not to mention we're tapping into 5-minute demand as well. So if I see buying, I'm gonna take this market long again. I want to see aggressive buying though. But I like this trade. I still like this trade back to the upside. We're holding 5-minute demand. All right, I'm back in long. Oops, I didn't have my bracket this time. Oh wait, I'm only in 2 contracts right now. Let me go to 3. Let's see. All right, I'm in my full size now. I'm in 5 contracts. Trying another long. Of course, we want to get rejected. I'm gonna just put my stop below the low. All right, my stop's below the low. If I get stopped out of this one, then I'll look to reassess. But I just like how buyers keep stepping up here. So we'll see what happens. We just basically double bottomed. So we could flush though. I mean, it's looking like we want to flush. It's looking like buyers still don't want to really step up in this area. We'll see what happens. We might have to liquidity sweep through 4270. We may have to liquidity sweep through there before we add. Yeah, it looks like yep. All right, yeah. Stopped out again very quickly. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to liquidity sweep through this 4270 for us to get it. No, that's 2 quick losses. I feel good about longs too. Like I think I'm just literally just mistiming the long. MACD flipped red. Yeah, I mean that's fine. I still like longs down here. I think I'm just literally mistiming it. Like the selling is still strong, but I mean the selling is strong, the buying is weak, but they're not being rewarded, and I'm invalid. I'm invalid once we break below 4270. So yeah, I'm trying to time the bottom, so giving it more room might really be the move. Maybe if I would have given it below 4269, but yeah, it's okay. I will wait. I'll be a little bit more patient. All my shit was messed up anyway, but I mean that's not really an excuse. I still like longs here though. I'm just mistiming it. but we're still holding. If we break below 4270, then if we break below 4270, then I'll stop trying to long the market here. And I think we may have to break below it and then come back and then come back above it, and that's when the long will come in. But we'll see. I think the market wants to break this though. I'm pretty convinced. There's a lot of selling going on down here. So I'm gonna wait this time though. I'm gonna wait until until I see bigger bubbles come into the market, because I just haven't. I need to see bubbles I need to see buying like what we got earlier. I'm falling for this non-aggressive buying bullshit, trying to time this low. All right. Yeah, I think we're actually going to go break this low now. Wow. I don't know. I'd love to see a fucking aggressive buying back up. Yeah, sellers really want this. Sellers really want this liquidity at 4270. They really want it. They really fucking want this liquidity. There is so much selling going on to try to get this liquidity. They really fucking want it. Okay, I'm back in long. I'm seeing the buying that I want to see. Again, we couldn't break below that. My stop's at 4270. My take profit's at 4284. If this shit doesn't work out, then that's 3 trades, and I'm done on the day. If we break 4270, I'm gonna give it a little bit more than 4270, just because we could sweep that, but if this trade doesn't work out, then I'm just gonna be done. Just not getting any aggressive buying follow through. Ugh, man, maybe I should have. In a sense, maybe I should have waited for. Well, I mean, not wait. I see the trend line. I see what Micaiah sees. This area has been so tough for sellers to break through, but they're coming for it. They want 4270, and every time we get strong buying, but it just gets met with this selling. We'll see what happens. I still think we can push. We just got to get bullish. Well, if I lose this trade, I'll be down 300 on the day. I'll go to my other account and see if I can't salvage that account. Just been in a funk, man. Been in an absolute funk. I don't know if this is gonna work out, but I mean, I like the fact that we have not been able to break this area. But I think the market wants to break it. I think the market wants to break it here. Yep, here it goes. 42.70. We just broke the low. I think we're gonna stop. There it is. Yep, we stabbed through that liquidity. We broke it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, shorts was the move there. Heavy selling. It is what it is. Yeah, I had a whole yeah. As soon as it broke, it was a wrap. I'd rather take one out of the 250 instead of keeping the stops tight. Again, yeah. I mean, I still think we just tapped VWAP. I still think this thing can go. Nope, never mind. This thing is coming down. This thing is coming down. We're coming back down to these lows. Great short, Micaiah. Great short. Yeah, we're coming back down to these lows. That was aggressive. That was very aggressive. Well, that might have been that was a high day rejection. Let's see what we do. Let's see what we do at these lows right here. Let's see if we break these lows. If we break these lows, we're definitely coming down. But this uptrend is now officially broken, so I really don't want to mess with the I really don't want to mess with I don't know if I really want to mess with longs. We kind of just invalidated my long thesis. We're holding below VWAP as well. Crazy. London session lows. Let's see how it moves here. Yeah. Target is 694. 694. Damn, you're really fucking going for it, huh? Damn. You are really fucking going for it. Okay. I like the gusto, Micaiah. I like the gusto. You going for it. I like it. Ugh. Bad. All right, let's see if we break down here. All right, I think we want to come down. Draw a 5-minute trend line from top of NQ. We will probably bounce back to the trend line. I'll hold if it continues down. Then I'll move my stop after. All right, let's go to NQ. Yeah. Yeah, this trend held very, very nicely on NQ. Yeah, we might come back up to test this trend. But at this point, I don't know. Since we made such an exhaustive move down, like I don't know, there's just a lot of I don't know how where you're looking to take profit, but that's a very extended move back to the upside if we come back to this trend line right here. So I would just be a little bit careful. And we came back and fucking retested this to a T once we broke it. Yeah, that was nice. Mm. That was nice. Nice, nice, nice. I think we're going to continue to fall here. No, that move might have been manipulation. Maybe. Two micros, runners, just playing the runners now. Yeah, 1,000%. All right, let's see. This buying looks weak. I think we're about to break down here. Yeah. All right, Makai. Trying along here. Last one on this account. Not a bad long. I don't know. We're not in an area where I would want to look to long the market. I'm just gonna, against my better nature of wanting to just short the shit out of this out of revenge, I'm just going to relax. I'm gonna relax. I'm not gonna touch nothing. I'm not even looking at my not even looking at my trade of 8 screen right now. But this area would be a good area to potentially get long, but there's like zero tape activity right now. I don't know. I guess the way I look at it is one long is all I need to make up for all my losses. I hit a 20-point banger and I'm back in the game. So that's all I need. I just need one 20-point bazanger and I'll be good to go. I'll be good to go. I'm not down much. But I think we may flush a little bit more here though. That I do think. I wouldn't be interested in trading this long until we get down to 42.62, 42.60-ish area down there where we found bids before. That's kind of like my next area of interest. So, I tried long in the market 3 times in that area, got fucked. All good. I think they were still good longs though. Like I guess my only one regret might be kind of like Valdez was saying. I could have had a little bit of a looser stop loss on that. That's about the only thing that I think I could have done. I knew that liquidity was sitting at 42.70. So if I would have put my stop rate below there and said, okay, if we break 42.70, then I'm out, then I would have only taken one loss for like 6 points and would be down a little bit less than I am now. So, and I still would have been going for a 2-to-1. So it would have all been good. But yeah, live you learn. It's all good. I'm down like about 12 points right now. So, not bad. Not mad. Just gonna use my risk management skills. And now just see what we do. Because down here was a lot of selling. Like on the book, we had a lot of selling down here on ES. I'm sure there's a lot of selling down here on NQ as well. So Oh, yeah. There's not as much selling. There's a lot of orders down here on NQ though. On the ES, I'm not seeing any orders down here. Like the tape is bare for liquidity down here. Like buyers do not care about price down here at all. Am I still in edit? I'm not. Why the fuck is this? I'm so confused. Okay, there we go. I couldn't move my shit. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I don't know what the fuck was going on with my book map, but all right, so now I see some bids starting to step up here. We got some bids coming into the market, so let's see what happens. We got some buyers, passive buyers looking to step up here, which makes sense. There's not enough liquidity. There's not a lot of liquidity above us either, but it's pretty thin. The book's pretty thin right now. We just rejected VWAP, so no, see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's gonna be patient down here. God, I'm like rocking back and forth because I'm so fucking cold in my house. Trying to like warm myself up. It's so fucking cold. So fucking cold. Oh my god. Need to warm myself up. Warm me up. Warm me up. You know what? I actually do have the space heater. I have a space heater. It's outside my garage right now because when we work out and it's cold, we use a space heater to warm up the garage. But yeah, I could have grabbed it, I guess. It's such not a bad idea. I might end up grabbing that thing because it is fucking freezing down here, and I like to be warm. I don't like to be cold. I'll see what happens in this area. If I decide to get long, then I'll get long, and then I'll go grab the space heater. That's not a bad idea. It's sitting in my garage right now. Go get that ish. Yeah, I should probably get it. I'm just like sitting here like, oh, I can either do that or get a hoodie. One of the two. My PC is in the basement. I have a space heater for that exact reason. Oh, okay, yeah. It gets so cold down here. I'm just like, oh, it's so cold down here. I like to be warm. I don't like to be cold. I don't like the cold. I don't like the cold. I don't want to miss this trade, but there's like really nothing going on right down here right now. There's no like large bids. It's just like price is at like a standstill right here. Long still holding. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on where you got long, but yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just I'm just watching the tape, and there's nothing. Like the tape is just super slow. There's no like orders to no unusual, I guess, orders to the upside. Sellers are just, they seem like they're somewhat in control, but this is an area where they need to really get rewarded. So I'm kind of watching that. I'm also freezing my ass off, so I'm like trying to keep myself warm. So this is trendline support on ES. I want to fail. Yeah, we're almost at my trend line. My trend line that's been holding, we're almost back down to that area. And that area is where my box is at too. So I think it's sitting right around like 42.59 ish area. So we'll see what happens. I am just going to be patient and wait. God, I could have already gone and got the space heater and taken a piss. All right, the market's being really slow right now. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'm gonna go get the space heater. So just give me like 2 minutes, hopefully. All right, so I just thought about it, and that space heater is gonna be too loud in here while I'm trying to stream. It's gonna make too much noise, so I just got a hoodie instead. I thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, I can get that space heater, and it'll be straight. But then it's like it does make some noise. It's like a kind of more annoying fan. All right, so we're trying to tap into that box now. We finally have some bids that appear down here at 42.60 that have gotten a lot stronger. This looks like the same bullshit that happened to me earlier, so I want to be a little bit cautious about trying along the market here. Just show everybody what's going on. Yeah, so I want to be a little bit cautious here because I saw this bid step in and I was assuming it was going to hold, and we did nothing but chop down to it and break it. Now we have the same look here, except for now we didn't have this here before. We didn't have this here, so I guess that's kind of good. But yeah, I'm hoping buyers will step up. They'll hold this area, and we can look to take this market back to the upside. Because we're finally starting to get some action. Because before there was nothing. Like you can see kind of here, where there was really nothing here. There was nothing here. And now finally looks like we're getting some type of interest here. Makai says 3 minute to close below the trend line. If that succeeds, I want to retest the trend line, then either up or down. I think down after that. I expect ES to go to 42.46. Okay. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure exactly where your trend line is. But I'm watching this area closely for a potential bounce here. We have the huh? Well, I'm commentating kind of both of them. I mean, either way, it it's all the it's all the same. Like, I mean, except for NQ hasn't moved down as far as ES has. So, but NQ's in an area where we could bounce though. Like NQ is at that higher low area, but I mean you can see it's starting to break down, and so is ES. I mean they're both doing the same thing. It's just ES is a bit lower. That's all. ES is more in my area where I'd be looking to trade it. You said what? Oh, nice. No, it took a little while, but you got it. Yeah, man. I'm on 3 losses on the day, but I'm not giving up though. I like the trades that I tried. I like the trades I took. I would try to go long every time. I didn't waver from going long. I didn't try to go short. So we're in an area where I thought we could potentially hold, and I thought we could fake out. We just didn't fake out. We came down lower, and now we're at another potential area where I think longs might come in. Damn, Valdez. It's all good though, bro. I think this may be the area we were waiting on. Especially because I'm seeing these bids step in right here. Let's check NQ real fast. Yeah, and see, NQ's just been consolidating. Even on this downtrend, like NQ, there's been a lot of buying in this, and that's what me and House were talking about last night. If you look at you don't even have to look at the chart, but you can look and see how much buying we've been doing in this area. But on the chart especially, you can see ever since we broke VWAP, it's been really choppy on the way down, and now the bids are stepping in. This is what I want to see. This block of bids just stepped into the market, and now I want to see what happens. I like that these bids stepped in. So let's see what happens with these bids stepping in. I see these bids step in. Now let's see if we get aggressive buying to come in, because this is, if we look at the delta, there's all these trapped sellers right here. So these bids are stepping in. Maybe they're shorts trying to cover their position because they know that this is the low of the day. You know, who knows? But this is an area where I definitely want to look to get long if we get the right confirmation. Maybe we come in, we take out some of these, we take out some of this liquidity. Some new buyers get filled, some old sellers get stopped out here, or they take their profit, and then we go higher. Valdez says, I'll wait for the key level. I don't like this area. Looks like a range that we're in this morning. Yeah, we're back in the range we were this morning. Yeah, 1,000%. We're back in the range. But that's why I think this could be a good area to get long, between 670 and 770 possible long. Yeah, that's the bottom of NQ's range, but ES is already there. So ES has been leading NQ today as far as movement goes. And because ES is already at the bottom of its range, this might create a good opportunity to get long on NQ as well if we get a bounce here. Because if we get a bounce here, NQ will get a bounce, and NQ will actually go higher than ES will go if we come back up. If we continue to drop lower, then ES will lead that drop. But I think NQ will lead the rise. So we'll see what happens. It's just very slow. I want to see this market pick up again. If it doesn't pick up again, then I just don't take the trade. It's fine. Like I'm fine with just walking away and just being down on the day again. Like it's whatever. At the end of the day, even if I'm down, like I gotta look at the bright side. Like I still have my account. It's not blown, and like I can always get it back. Like I could go on a streak and just like hit two $1,500 bangers. Like I don't know, but like I don't know. I'm starting to try to devalue the money, and I think the more losses you take, the more desensitized you start to try to become. Not to mention the fact that I feel like I took 2-3 really good trades too. I'm down 400 now, yeah, and like, I mean, there's I think a lot of people don't talk about their losses. Like, if you're winning, great, you parade your wins, but I took 2 losses today, 3 losses today. I'm down a manageable amount. And if look, we got more bids stepping in here. We got bids stepping in here. If we get buying out of here, I'll take the market long. See what happens. It's got to see some. Okay. Starting to see that strong buying coming in. I want to see what happens, but we saw this before. I'm not getting tricked for a fourth time on the head fake. We saw the strong buying start to peek its ugly head and then get fucking slapped. But this time we've got a lot of bids below us. So right here, we're making a potential higher low. If I start to see some momentum on the tape, then I'll take the market long and I'll live with the fucking result. But I do like these bids that are underneath us though. Oh, what's up? You sound a little better. Gotcha. Oh, I'm down right now. I'm down 300, but I'm looking to trade this. We're in an area. I I thought we were gonna hold that support. We had bids up underneath us, and every time we looked like we were gonna get long, we did not. But now I'm just holding and waiting to see. We got a lot of bids underneath us, so I think this could be an area where we could potentially look to get long again. Huh? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I think the longs could start to come in here. I'm just trying to be patient because yeah, they're not coming in on ES though. I'm watching ES, so yeah. So I'm just waiting. It's just been it's like buyers just have not been showing up down here at these lows, but we have definitely we have support down here. Definitely, it looks like they don't want to let price come any lower than this. So I'm just going to be yeah yeah. So I'm just gonna be patient. Oh, but you should probably try. Uh, chat is still dry. Chat still dry. I'm playing. I'm just I'm just sitting here waiting. I kind of have my chart or I have my trade of eight up right now, so I'm just kind of waiting to see if buyers will start to step up here. It looks like they're trying, but it's the tape is moving very slow right now. So yeah, I'm trying to see. We may get rejected here and come back down and see. And off of this rejection is what I want to see. So if we get rejected here, we're getting rejected at BWAP, and I want to see whether we can come and make kind of a higher low because we kind of did a double bottom type of deal. But I want to see if we can come back down because I think getting in long here is a little too late. But I think getting long down at the low was a little risky. So yeah, yeah, that was like that on NQ, but on ES we weren't. But so yes, we hit supply, but every time we tapped it, we came back down, and I saw the support. We basically turned resistance into support on ES, which was dope. But then when we came back down, I thought we were doing a quick liquidity sweep, so I was like, oh, we're about to liquidity sweep and go, but we didn't. And I tried to time the market 3 times, it didn't work. Hmm. That could be true too. Yeah, that could be true too. Well, that's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what happens right here. That's why I got everything on bookmap right now because we got liquidity at 43.63, 43.61, 43.60. Like there's just a ton of liquidity down here. that buyers have or sellers have to get through, and this is also the low. So we'll see if they get through all this liquidity, then they'll just invalidate it. Yeah, we're coming. Yeah, right now the selling is pretty aggressive. That's pretty aggressive selling coming in. Why is it? I'm just trying to be patient. There's a ton of there's a yeah, okay. Here's the aggressive selling coming into the market. Ton of aggressive sellers just hit the bid right there. Ton more aggressive sellers are hitting the bid. This is exactly why I didn't want to front run this shit, because this is exactly what happened to me the last time. Exactly what happened to me the last time. Aggressive sellers just hit. We just filled that liquidity. Now let's see what happened. We broke the low, but the CBD didn't break. So I want to see if we get aggressive buying coming out of this. I'll take this long, especially if we break above 44.66. But if we fail here, then we're just probably gonna go lower. That was really aggressive. That was really aggressive selling, and there's still those sellers at 42.59, and we've only had 92 sellers delta down there. So that's been kind of been a key point for me, at least. Yeah, I could do that. Nah, it definitely is aggressive. But I feel like this is the area where sellers are most likely to get trapped down here at the lows, because we this is basically the low. This is the low of day, so nothing has been transacted lower than 42.59 on the day. So sellers have to break below this area and hold it for there to be any type of continuation. If not, we're going to come back up and we're going to stop all these new sellers out, which will only fuel the market up higher. And that's kind of what I'm planning on right now. And we know this area is key. So, I mean, if this breaks, then I just won't do anything. Like, I'm not going to look to short. I'm not going to look to long. Like, I'll just walk away down 300 on this account. I'll just be okay with it. You know, they just removed some orders right there. Looks like we're starting to get some aggressive buying coming out. Let's see what we do at 44.66. I think we get to 44.66, we might retrace back down. There's a fair amount of orders sitting there. Yeah, NQ just broke its downtrend that Micaiah was talking about. Slide and stop to 820. Nice, Micaiah. I know I'm a little late. Sorry, I'm watching Tradeovate right now. So, and I'm watching Bookmap because I may look to enter long, but I want to see this liquidity get stomped through at 44.66. Us come back down, maybe retest like 42.63, hold that, and then go. Because I think we just might have trapped again. I think we might have trapped a whole bunch of sellers down here. We just can't break. We just can't break this area. But we're also not getting any follow through from the bulls either. So it's also kind of tough. So let's see what happens. That 42.66 liquidity got tapped, and they kind of just reloaded it. So, and we didn't really reload the liquidity down low. So we broke the low of this little consolidation that we had here. We broke the low and we reclaimed it. So, see what happens. See what happens. I mean, literally though, for the past 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 35 minutes, you've been consolidating, which is bullish. This is bullish, in my opinion. Normally, when the market wants to reverse, it likes to consolidate. So this is very, very bullish. But we'll see. Maybe we break down and then it'll be bearish. Either way, I won't lose money because I haven't gotten confirmation. All right, here's the retest of 42.63. This could be a higher low that we're trying to put in right here. It looks like they're trying to let up a little bit of this liquidity right here. We're starting to try to push. Oh, rejected. Yeah. This area, the bears clearly want to keep us down. This is going to be, I think we're going to get an explosive move out of this area, one way or the other. One way or the other, I think we're going to get a very explosive move. Maybe to the downside, though, because they just loaded the liquidity back to the upside. So there's definitely a bear in the market who really wants to keep us down. That's NQ 5-minute trendline bounce wanted on NQ that we talked about earlier. That downtrend or the uptrend? I think you were talking about I know you were talking about the downtrend. I don't know. This area is just, it's very difficult because we have that liquidity filled down here. We have liquidity down here. We had liquidity up here, but it looks like they're thinning it out. So I'll wait and see if we start to get some big ass bubbles. Just a lot of sellers down here. Oh, they let that liquidity go. Okay. They let that liquidity go. This may be the long coming in, because I think we're about to get a very explosive move. Also, we have a kind of a CVD divergence as well that I see. What happened to the music? This is weird. Wait, is mine? Oh, I turned it down. What the fuck happened to music? All right, I'm in long. I like that pop we just got. I'm in long. I'm gonna risk the low. I am in 1 mini for this. I'm gonna try to get it up to the high. I'm in long. I like the buying, and I think we're gonna buy out of this now. Now that we're above that high,
So we'll see. The first thing we got to get above though is 42.74. But I think we're going to stop enough traders out to go up there. So we'll see what happens. But my target is 42.83, targeting the high. We're back above VWAP, so we'll see what happens. I gave myself a 5-point stop, so I think I'm risking about $300. Oh, they just threw a lot of orders above us. Yeah, this trade might be another L. We'll see though. Wow, sway. Yep. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if we hold. They just threw a lot of orders, so I mean, clearly this downtrend they want to clearly keep this downtrend intact. Yeah, this might be a quick stop out. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I like the buying that I saw. I don't like this. Oh yeah, they want it. Yeah, they want price to come down lower. Let's see if this is a spoof. Oh, that's a pretty bearish candle we got right there for that rejection. But I don't know. Anything can happen. Either way, this is another valid trade in my opinion. But I think they might want to come break this low. They seem to really want it. So we'll see what happens. We got to get back above VWAP. But they just threw a whole bunch of orders there. I'm really hoping that this is a spoof, because if this is a spoof, we are about to rocket ship and we are about to get paid on this play. So we'll see what happens. They just threw a whole bunch of liquidity though. They threw a whole bunch of liquidity at us. Those could be stops as well. Those could very well be stops too. They just do not want us to reclaim into the 70s. All right, I'm gonna get off this and see. There's a 5-minute bearish fair value gap there. Okay, we're watching 873 sitting on hands, waiting to crack the 1-minute trend line. Runners got stopped. Scalping ES both ways. Let's go. I think we break NY open and go up. Yeah, I hope not, because if we break NY open, then I'm stopped out. So we'll see. This is a make it or break it area. We're getting volatile here, so I don't know what the fuck's about to happen. To the downside. Now bids are starting to move up a little bit too. I want to see these bids start to carry us up. I'm seeing this bid right here kind of moved up. I want to see this move up. I think we come back up here and retest this. And if that's the case, then at least I can see what we do here, because clearly bears don't want us to break this. But looks like we're making a lower high here. So even though we broke all of that, it might not be looking good for my trade. Might be going 0 for 4 today and just calling it a day. I do have an appointment at 2:30, so I got to get off here at 1. So this may just be my final trade. We'll see what happens. Again, I like how bullish we were, so I think we can definitely make it back up there. We gotta break through. We gotta break through this area. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's in the market's hands now. I read the market. I saw what I potentially liked. I saw the strong buying start to come in, so I got in long, expecting we were going to continue up. We got the rip up, but then we got fucking flattened right back down. And now we're kind of just fucking in a holding pattern. So we'll see. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we might have filled that. Funny you mentioned Valdez. We might have filled that bearish 5 minute fair value gap. If that's the case, then yeah, we're probably coming down. So, because that was a nasty rejection right there. I'm gonna let this play out. But I mean, if I lose, I lose. But yeah, that was a nasty rejection. And yeah, I think we may be coming back down. If we break below 43.63, then it's probably good night to this trade. To be honest, I'm short again, tight stop. Yeah, probably a good short. But I mean, I tried the long. We're making higher highs and higher lows, so I figured it's a good chance to try. We have trap participants down here potentially if we can get bullish. So I don't know. I think it was a good trade idea again. I just the market just isn't agreeing with me, and I'm not seeing buyers stepping up, and we have that liquidity sitting at 42.72. So we'll see what happens. I'll sit through this trade. Maybe we get maybe we get bullish. I don't know. We're playing around at the POC too, so there's been a lot of orders transacted here, so we could fail here as well. So I don't know. The bulls just aren't coming in. Yeah, every time they just get slapped right back down. And there's a lot of supply above us as well. So probably a good short. Yeah, we're coming down. Yeah, we're coming down for my stop. I don't even know where my stop's at. I just know if we break yeah, that fair value gap worked out really nicely. That bearish fair value gap, that shit worked out perfectly. We're just not getting any aggressive buying. Shorting, just looking for a good entry. Yeah, I don't think shorting is a bad idea. I don't think shorting is a bad idea. We just can't get back above 4265. Bears are like strangling us. All right, this next 5-minute candle's opening up bearish. Yeah, I just don't think bulls have any intent on trying to even push us up any higher on defending this area which they claimed earlier. They just look like they want to give it up. But I like how there's liquidity above us because I think that we at least want to go up there and see, right? Like, bulls, don't you want to go up there and see what's up there? Like, don't you want to just see? I don't know. Whatever. So we can get back up to like the 70s. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, this candle's looking very, very bearish. Here we come. Here we come to retest these lows. I think my stop is at 61. So I got like a couple more points. It's coming for me. This is just consolidation station right here, though. But it's consolidation, but definitely bears look like they're in control. Bulls look good for a second. But the selling has just been egregious. I don't know. I mean, I might. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I think this was a valid, good trade. We touched my area. No, I can hear you. Can you hear? You can't hear me? Oh well, apparently Hobbs can't hear me. He's talking in the Discord, but oh, you okay? Yeah, I think he has me muted. Yeah, he must have me muted because I can hear him just fine. Oh, he can't hear you either. Oh, he might be deafened. Maybe he's deafened. I don't know. Yeah, now he's getting the picture. That's weird. I don't have you muted because I can hear you. Let him know in the chat that we can hear him. Oh, okay. Well, he can hear me on YouTube, so he knows we can hear him. Out of shorts, just waiting. Yeah, I'm positive I don't have you muted. I'm literally answering your questions, and you hear me answering your questions on YouTube, so I know I don't have you muted. How else would I be responding right now? We can all hear you. Something. It is your shit. This is when you talk about painful holds, this is a painful ass hold. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I almost just want to walk away and come back in like 10 minutes because holy shit, this is shitty. Like you just at the point where you're just begging, like, okay, just fucking stop me out, bro. Like just end the pain, stop me out so I can move on with my life and go back and reflect on the 4 trades that I took. I think here it comes. I think it's coming to end my life right here. But then again, who knows? Huh? Yeah, like just take me out. Either take me out or go up. One of the two. Like at this point, I don't care what you do. I've been in this trade for like 15 minutes now, and we're literally sitting in the same spot. And I probably should just get out and protect what little capital I have left. But at the same time, I'm like, let's just let it play out and see what the fuck happens. Like I got in the trade for a reason, so I mean, either my stop loss is gonna hit or my take profit is gonna hit. But here it comes. Here it's coming. Just take me out. Take me out so I can fucking move on with my life. I don't know what happened. Okay, hold up. It's coming from my stop now. It's finally coming from my stop. We're literally a point and a bit away. But even with this selling, well, no, this selling looks aggressive. I think it's coming for me. Yeah, it's coming for me this time. It's like Come take me. We're literally a point away. Come take me out. Come take me out. Be swift. Hit me with the knife. Hit me with the knife. Hit me with the knife. Yo, I swear, if this thing rips up, this will be the most dynamic hold ever. I'm literally a point away from being stopped out right now. But I think it's gonna take 60. I think it's gonna take 60. I'm literally 3 ticks away. Just do it. Just do it. It's like it's playing with its food. It's like the market is just playing with its fucking food. Don't play with your food, man. Come. Oh, never mind. I got stopped out. I take that back. It didn't play with its food. I got stopped out. I was at 62, not 61. Okay, never mind. I got stopped out. My pain is over. My pain is done. I got taken out. Short at 9.7, not the best entry. 1,000 down, I am done. Hey, bro, I'm with you. I'm down 600 on the day. Another day. Another tough loss day. It's all good though. It's all good. I'm gonna switch over to my other account now. And see if I can't salvage it. But yeah. I'm gonna switch over to my other account. But yeah. I got Ginsu knived or whatever you want to call it. I still like longs though. Like I still cannot shy away from the fact that I think longs might work. But shorts, this is like the reverse of yesterday where I was trying to go short the entire time and we just kept going up. But let's see what happens here. I took small profits on the scalp. This until she knows. Going to scalp this until she knows. Till she shows me what she wants to do. There we go. God, I can't talk. Okay, you still can't hear us. There's a lot of buying coming in right now on the tape. This may have been the fucking buying I was waiting for. Or this is like massive absorption because there's a ton of buying going on right here and it did not get rewarded. Let's see, I'm zooming in. You see all this buying that happened right here? You see how the CVD came up after we broke this low? But I think we want to continue pushing lower. Let's see what happens though. Because I've also seen this before. If we start to buy up out of this could be dynamic. We've been able to. Well, we can hear you now. Yes. Can you hear us? All right, we're coming down. We're coming down. That was a good short. Valdez is targeting Linden's lows. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we're coming down. Yeah. It's the Oh yeah. Whatever happened with that, Malik? Did you end up closing that or what? No, it okay. Gotcha. Yeah, ES was stronger. We're about to come down on ES. I don't. And I was like, yeah, it's like 4270. In the 4270s is where I was trying to get long initially. No, it was at the no, it was at the bottom. We got all the way up to 4280. Oh, it was like 4265 or some shit like that. Yeah. We didn't get that. Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah. On 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 ES though, on ES, Valdez called a really nice fair value gap though, and that fair value gap ended up closing and then rejected immediately. So yeah, so that was a nice call. I think we're about to drop through all this. Uh, Valdez is 58 is a good TP. Yeah, we ended up getting lower than that. Mad Mox says, "Yep, watching RTH gap." Okay. Another trendline support on ES here, and then might take it here if we don't push down. Yeah. 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 Uh, Makai says he's long with micros, very small size. Yeah, it's not a bad. It's not a bad long. I don't know. I'm just, yeah, we just broke through. Yeah, we're gonna continue selling off. Worth a shot. Stop. Yeah, still holding. Nice. Hmm. Bang, 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 bang. There's a lot of liquidity down here. There's a ton of liquidity down here. But we're continuing to sell off. Lost some of this stuff. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to call it a day. I think I'm going to walk away. I don't like the price action. I'm not trying to short the market. I'm 0 for 4 on the day. And Yeah, I think it's better just to walk away while I'm down. Hold up a second. I gotta, I gotta deafen them. They're killing me. All right, yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down for the day. I got an appointment in about like an hour and a half, and I want to eat food before I go. And then I'm probably not gonna step back into the market today. So it was another L day, which means another learning lesson day, right? I'm down. I'm not down terribly, but my account's bleeding out right now, which is not cool because I was really close to being funded, and now I'm nowhere close to being funded. But uh, it's all good. I'll come back tomorrow stronger. Go back in the lab, retest, retest, and kind of look back on today and see what I did wrong, see what I could do better, and then yeah, come back tomorrow stronger. So make sure y'all like the stream on the way out. Thanks so much for chilling with me, hanging out with me the past 3 hours. I know this was a little bit of a shorter stream, but also Hobbs isn't here. So, but good job, Makai. Good job, Valdez. Good job, Escape, even though, we're both hurting on the day. But hey, it happens. Every day can't be a green day. Shout out to Hustle for Life for coming through. Shout out Mad Moxie. I'm trying to think if I missed anybody who commented. Shout out Jose. Shout out all y'all. I think I got everybody who commented. So appreciate each and every one of y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.